Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog and Happy New Year. It is New Year's Day and I cannot believe we are in 2026. Last year flew by in the best way possible. I think it was one of the best years of my life, honestly. And I was looking at pictures all day yesterday. I did like an Instagram of 2025 recap in my stories. And it was just so fun to look at everything we've done and accomplished. Of course, we found out we were pregnant in 2025. So many sweet things happened. And I don't know if it's possible, but it seems like there's even more to look forward to in 2026. So I'm so excited to be in a new year. I woke up this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, it's January. It's just that time of year again, and it's so exciting. I love feeling a fresh start. I love just like kind of getting back into a rhythm and a routine. That's what my big plan is today, is just to kind of do an overall reset of the house, like organizing some things. I talked about this in the last video, but Caleb was sick for a week, kind of like Christmas week. We celebrated Christmas with his family on Monday. The weekend before that, we were in Maryland. So I kind of feel like for 2 weeks straight, we've just been super busy in the sense where I've been out of the house and with my in-laws or family for really 2 weeks straight, and it's been so fun. But I'm ready to kind of just get my house back in order. I'm gonna take down Christmas things today. I have tons of laundry to do, and I want to organize my room upstairs, just like little things that have kind of gotten away from me just because I've been out of the house a lot. But before we do that, I'm gonna make myself a coffee. This guy right here is the newest addition to the house. I'm so excited to have this machine. I've played around with it. I've made 2 coffees with it. I haven't done like the whole you dial in a bag of beans. I've just been like adjusting and educating myself every single day I make a coffee. And so I feel like I'm getting pretty close. My first shot I pulled on it was actually really incredible. I was a little overwhelmed because I was trying to time the shot. I was trying to weigh this shot. I didn't even look at the espresso range on the machine. That I was kind of like, ugh, I kind of fumbled. So I really don't know what it looked like whenever I actually pulled the shot on the machine, but it tasted incredible. And then yesterday I tried like some funky things and the shot was not good at all. Today I'm adjusting the grind size a little bit finer, and I'm gonna pull another shot and see how that comes out. I'm aiming for a slower shot, but my crema has been really good and my time has been somewhat in the right range. My shots are pulling a little fast. All of that is probably gibberish to people that don't drink coffee, but if you have a machine, that's kind of what I'm working through. And I've been watching so many TikToks. I've watched so many tutorials on YouTube. I am willing to pull more than 1 shot if I need to today because my coffee was not incredible yesterday. But I know what I did wrong, so I think we should be okay. My sister-in-law gifted me these cute little espresso mugs. They're like a pottery espresso mug. I have a set of 4. They're all going through the washing machine because I wanted to get them all like extra clean from just opening them, but I really like this size of them. Probably will get some clear ones at some point too, because I just can't tell like what my shots look like when I'm pulling them, but I think that these are just so cute. Then I also found these glasses at Target. They were like $3 for 1, so I got 2. I think they're the perfect size for an espresso, like a latte drink, because my smaller cups come up to like here, I think, and then my bigger cups are a lot bigger, so it's just like the portions are off, and I really like having this size of cup. And I think that the cloudy glass look is just so beautiful. And then for beans, I'm just using some local beans from my favorite coffee shop. Okay, this is the scary part, but I'm gonna get my phone out and I'm gonna time how fast that this shot comes out, and I might have to do another one because I really messed with the grind size yesterday after I pulled my shot, so we'll see how this one comes out. Okay, that shot came out way too fast. I was timing it for 30 seconds. Usually there's a 10-second pre-infusion time. That just means like before the espresso comes out, and I got 61 grams. I should have gotten 36 grams. So I'm going to change the grind size to even finer, and I'm gonna try to pull another shot. But honestly, the crema looks really good on this one. Okay, I don't know if you guys care about this at all, but that was the best shot I've ever pulled. I got 36 grams, which I did stop a little bit prematurely, but they say like that's something you have to do with this machine. And all of that was in the 25 to 35 second range. It was right at 25 seconds. So I think this one's gonna taste really good. I'm so excited to put it in a latte. Still a little bit fast. So I think I'll go even finer tomorrow, but I'm so happy with that for right now. So this shot I pulled about like 2 minutes ago, so it's already probably expired. So you can see the crema, but it's not like super thick. This one has a much richer crema on it. You can see there in the glass. Overall, the extraction time for this was so much better, so I would hope to see kind of a creamier color on top. In the espresso, I'm just gonna put a little bit of honey, vanilla, and salt in it. I am so happy with this color, and it tastes incredible. I remember my mom teaching me how to make a bed, and I always thought she was wrong when she would tell me to put the sheet right side down whenever you're making the bed. She would always tell me to put the sheet right side down, like facing the fitted sheet. And I always thought it was so weird, but then now that's exactly how I make my bed. Because I turn my bed over whenever I make it. I just like the way that it looks the best. All those things that she taught me that were so detail-oriented that I thought were so pointless, I now am like, I'm so glad I know these little tips and tricks. Not that you can't learn them when you're adults, but it just like clicks in my head because I've literally been doing it since I was like 9 years old. So I'm very thankful for Mom that taught me how to make my bed well, and a made bed and a fresh bed, there's just nothing like it. Wondered if you were going to want to do that just because.
Or trade out the pants.
Good morning, you guys. It is cold and snowing outside. I just got in from feeding the calf and I made myself some breakfast. I make the same breakfast every single morning. I just make 2 eggs on toast. And I get so excited when I finish my breakfast because that means that I can make myself a coffee and I can genuinely sit down and enjoy it. I always wait for after breakfast. One, because it's just like, I think it's good to have something in your stomach, especially being pregnant. But I really like to kind of get my morning routine out of the way before I make my coffee so I can sit down and enjoy it and like actually savor it throughout the day. That was a perfect shot. 33 seconds, 36 grams. I'm so happy. I obviously took down all of our Christmas decorations yesterday. You guys saw all of that. I think my camera died right before my mother-in-law came over to help me take out my tree. And then my father-in-law took it over to the chicken coop. So that was super nice and so nice to get that out of the way even though Caleb's gone and couldn't help me. This year I feel really sad to have all of our Christmas decorations gone. I think it just added so much to the home, and being in like an old farmhouse, kind of having a rustic Christmas feel just felt like so cozy. I just loved it. I loved our Christmas tree, and I think because we got it late, it didn't feel overdone. So I'm a little bit like, oh, our living room looks so bare. But at the same time, I'm also feeling so motivated and inspired for all of these home projects. And I think it's because I'm just like, the holidays are over, I'm done with school, and I am now just like thinking every single day about bringing our baby home. Like, I want him to be here now. I just like want to get the house perfect to bring him home in. And so part of that is like all of these home ideas and projects that I have. We have been in this house less than a year. We've been here since May, and we have done a lot. A lot of it's just been like painting and putting up our own decorations and things like that, which has been really fun. But there are certain things that I have just wanted to do since we got here, and it's just finding the time and like slowly curating, whether it's furniture and decorations or just like getting the time to paint. A lot of the things that I want to do before baby comes are painting. I want to repaint this room. It's kind of like last on my list because it is freshly painted, but ever since I put the yellow, like butter yellow cream color on the walls, I've hated it really. And it's not like I think about it every single day, but I just know it's not what I love. I really, really love white walls, and I never thought I would be that person, but here I am, that in my main living spaces, white walls, especially in this house because there's so many quirks and old features in it. I feel like white just kind of gives it a clean slate, and I really like to have more like eclectic decorations in the house, and so I feel like white just gives it a good foundation for what I like to build on top of it, and then doesn't make me feel overwhelmed. So anyways, all of that to be said, there's quite a few things that I want to start painting. I'm gonna either go to the store today or tomorrow to look at paint samples. The top two projects that I'll probably do in the next few weeks or so will be painting our mudroom and then also painting the nursery. I'm just really excited to get the nursery done. I want to get it done sooner rather than later just because I'm impatient and want to start decorating, but also I just don't want there to be a ton of paint fumes as we get closer to baby. So that will probably be my first, and then I'll do the mudroom. That being said, I'm like thinking about it so much because I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to write a few things down, more of like a to-do list. Decided not to go anywhere today. It's just not my day to get out of the house, and that's okay. But I've been sitting around all day kind of in between chores and laundry and things like that, and I just don't want to end the day and be like I did nothing and then regret it. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do quite a few things in the kitchen. I was thinking this morning that I've really fallen out of the habit of baking and just being in the kitchen kind of like throughout my daily routine. And I say that because I really stopped making sourdough, but I feel like kind of being in the habit of making sourdough, that's kind of stemmed from my first trimester of pregnancy. I just got out of the habit. It wasn't that I didn't have the ability, it's just that kind of baking things and food didn't really sound good, so I just was not in the habit of doing that. And so now I'm so badly out of the habit. Like every day I think I need to feed my sourdough starter so I can make bread, and then the next day rolls around, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot. So I'm gonna make bread tomorrow, which means I'll feed my starter tonight, but I am gonna make some banana bread. I have bananas that are overly ripe, and I think I'm either gonna make biscuits and have them in the fridge so that I can make biscuits and gravy tomorrow, or just go ahead and mix up some pancake mix so that I can just have that on hand. Caleb's home, and whenever he's home, especially on the weekends, we make breakfast in the morning, and sometimes we even have breakfast like twice a day just because it's so easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like some kitchen prep, and hopefully that will kind of get me up and moving. And then I have a goal to work out, and then I have some chores outside to do. So that is me just being very honest and transparent with you guys. I'm like trying to get up and do things even though I'm like, oh my gosh, I could take a nap right now. But I just know I'll feel so much better if I actually get things on my list done, even if it's not like a big project. It's just small things that are gonna keep me busy. I also want to say that I haven't really been listening to Christmas music the last few weeks, obviously, and I like to have some kind of music going, but I've not really been like in a curating mood where I'm making a new playlist. But let me tell you, I have rediscovered Enya, and I literally listen to her for hours, like in the car or in the morning. It's such good background music where I don't get sick of it, but it's like inspiring and calming, and I can still like think at the same time because I really don't know what she's saying. I don't think really anyone does. So I just shuffle Enya on Spotify, and it like gives me such a mood boost. So if you don't know who to listen to Enya. I kind of grew up on Enya. My parents bought this album on our Apple iTunes library, and I think I listened to that album completely through on my little like square iPod from age like 9, 10, 11. So it is also very nostalgic for me. Happy Saturday, you guys. I just got ready for the day. I'm just feeling in a rut for clothing options. I've just been thinking about this all day because I just spent so long looking at my clothes and not knowing what to put on, and I feel like I wear the same things every single day. I wear like the same PJ pants because it's all that fits. It is comfortable if it's not leggings. I have one pair of jeans that sit low rise that I can wear. I just feel like I wear those all the time, so I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do I wear? But I have this urge to go and buy a bunch of clothes. Like I would love to go shop and just like buy a whole new closet, but then at the same time, I go out shopping and I hate everything I see, or I try something on and I'm like, yeah, no. Or it fits me right now, but it's like not even that flattering. I will never wear it again. So I don't know, I'm having a little bit of a tough time, and I'm 25 weeks today. So I'm 25 weeks and I know it's only gonna get harder. So I'm like, oh my gosh, if I feel this way right now, then I don't know how I'm gonna feel as I get towards the end of my pregnancy. That's my rant of the day. There's nothing really positive for me to say except that it is what it is, and I'm not like looking for a solution or like really down the dumps. It's just an annoying thing that I've never really experienced before. So I thought I would take you through what I did pick out today because it's a little bit of a funky combo, but I'm happy with it because I'm wearing something that I don't usually wear. Sometimes you just need to like put something different on your body to get that feeling of like, ah, I like it, because you haven't worn it so long. I also just put on makeup, which makes me feel so much better. And I think this winter, especially because of the road blush, I have a little bit of blush blindness, but it makes me feel so good, and it makes me just feel like I've colored my face without feeling like I'm orange. So I'm enjoying that as well. Ignore all of the calf replacement formula and feed bags in the back. But this is what I'm wearing today. This is a super old fleece that's just like a quarter zip that I thrifted when I was in college, and I've just always held on to it. It's so oversized and long, but I just really love it. And for a day like today where I just want something a little bit different, I'm really happy that I've held on to this. I think this fleece has really been through the ringer. I think there's paint somewhere on one of the sleeves and things like that. But what I really wanted to show you guys are these jeans. They are Caleb's jeans that I found in our closet. We have like a little room behind our closet in our bedroom that's like a crawl space. The ceiling is slanted in there from where our roof slopes, so it's not really like a super usable space. I can't hang up clothes in there, but I just like end up throwing all the stuff that either we need to get rid of, we want to sell, or just like we don't wear, and it's just like get it out of my sight. But these are some of those jeans. They don't really fit Caleb anymore. They're his riding jeans, so they're really flared at the bottom and like tighter in the legs, but they fit me around the stomach. I say fit, I mean they're still pretty loose and they like come down pretty easily. But I'm just happy to finally have a pair of jeans that I can like zip up and button that aren't like falling down my crotch. These are, but like in a different way. It's not like exposing me, so I'm happy with these. And then I just obviously folded them up a ton at the bottom because they're so long on me. But these might be my new favorite pregnancy jeans. I just have to wear something very long to cover kind of like the crotch area because it does start to look a little funky down there. Like I said, I'm 25 weeks today. I seriously can't even comprehend what that means. Like, what does it mean to be 25 weeks? Like, is that soon, or do I still have so much longer to go? I just like can't even, I don't even like know. I feel like I'm floating in this weird in between of like That's a long time to be pregnant, but also I have a long ways to go, so I don't want to like get my hopes up. I don't know. This morning I'm just ranting and I don't really know what I'm saying, so sorry you guys. But I am gonna go outside, so that's part of my whole like pant debacle, is that I did not want to stay in really thin pajama pants. So I'm gonna throw on this scarf. This is a Free People scarf, and then I just have some like really warm wool Carhartt socks. I usually wear these for skiing, but I've been pulling them out so much for just like winter wear, and they're so nice. They keep my feet so warm.
Hey.
How's it going? Looking pregnant.
Can you tell? Do you recognize these jeans?
Are those mine?
Yeah.
You just have them rolled up?
They're the only ones that fit me.
Holy cow. Those have to be like twice as tall as you are.
They're really rolled up. There's a lot of layers going on under this. That's all just like my sweater. Did you just feed the cows?
Yeah.
So our little calf that we're bottle feeding, his name is Otis or Willie, depending on who you talk to. I just call him little guy. Got him starter grain. There's like specific grain you can give to calves that are transitioning from being bottle fed to just kind of eating supplemental feed and grain. So we have a heated water bucket in there for him, but he just doesn't know. We need to like teach him how to drink water, that it's there, and then we just need to start putting grain out there for him so that he can eat on demand. He doesn't need it. Like he has enough just from getting bottles, but he's a month old. We took him almost a month ago. Like in 2 days it'll be a month. So these are the things I wait for Caleb to help me do on the weekends when he's home. But I think this is, I don't know why Caleb wants to use this bucket, but I am bringing it down for him. So all of our cows have access to a run, which gives them access to whichever fields we open for them. And they come and have a dry lot, which is where we feed them grain and hay in the winter. And that's by our horse and hay barn. And then we have this little white barn closest to our house, which is where we keep just our little calf in here. This is where we kept our chicks when we got them. And then these cows, they have access to this whole field, and it kind of wraps around to the back of our property. And these are all cows that needed to get taken away from their moms to be weaned. Hey little guy. Every time I come in here I feel bad if I don't have a bottle because he gets so excited to eat. But look how big he's getting. You're such a big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Smells like silage a little bit.
Hey. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's the good stuff, buddy.
Oh, he looks so cute now that his eyes are better.
Hey, lad. You want some food?
Hey, little guy. Okay, guys, it is a little bit later, obviously. It's so dark outside, but I just got done with like an incline walk workout in the basement on the treadmill, and I'm about to make dinner, so I thought I would bring you guys along for dinner prep. I'm kind of just like, I'm trying to get back into a cooking and like using what we have in the fridge habit, because I just feel like I've been so out of the habit of cooking and cooking like good, thoughtful meals since Caleb travels so much, which is fine. I really enjoy like just kind of making something quick and easy. I feel like I live off of eggs and chicken and potatoes and things like that are just easy to make as one person meals. But I'm trying to do kind of like a clean out my fridge and just cook something basically. We were gonna get takeout, and then I was like, you know what, I have chicken that's de-thawed in my fridge, so I just need to make that. So I'm gonna make a creamy garlic and Parmesan chicken and gnocchi dish. And I have everything for it, so I'm excited for it. And I feel like I haven't really made a good pasta dish in a while. In this bowl for chicken, I'm gonna do obviously salt and pepper, and then I'm also gonna put in some garlic powder. And then I'm just gonna do a very light amount of flour, just so that I get a nice crust on the chicken. At least that's what I'm going for.